Welcome everyone to Unlimited Racing 2D. We're here today with the third round of the championship in South Africa. The first two races have shown a lot of action. However, one driver's picked the headlines, he's stolen them, and that's the reigning world champion Charles Leclerc. 2 races, 2 wins, too easy. Both races also had a really good gap and even managed to break the record of the largest winning margin. Can Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Max Verstappen stop him? Or someone else like Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas, Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Perez, or anyone on this grid stop him? Constructors wise, just like the last 2 seasons. Alpine first, what do you expect? Anyways, let's get into the South African Grand Prix. It's going to be the first one ever, so I can't wait. Going down to turn 1. It's a slightly shorter track around here in Carl Army. Through second corner, Russell keeps the lead so far. Oh no, gets overtaken by Leclerc. Looks like 2 Alpines are in a league of their own this weekend. Alfa Romeo, they've dropped to battling with the McLaren, Mercedes and Red Bull. It looks like Charles Leclerc, pole position. He's been unstoppable all year round. Russell making it a front row lockout for Alpine. Esteban Ocon 3rd, Max Verstappen 4th, Pierre Gasly 5th, Lando Norris 6th, Sergio Perez 7th, Daniel Ricciardo 8th, Alex Albon 9th, Carlos Sainz 10th, Valtteri Bottas 11th, Nico Hülkenberg 12th, Mick Schumacher 13th, Antonio Giovinazzi 14th, Lance Stroll 15th, Callum Ilott 16th, Yuki Tsunoda 17th, Oscar Piastri 18th, Kevin Magnussen 19th, and Nikita Mazepin 20th. Down in this race, it's variational tries. It looks like Charles Leclerc has opted with the hards. Let's see how they work. Anyways, lights out and away we go here in South Africa. The South African Grand Prix is now officially got underway. Charles Leclerc has a good start. Stays ahead of his teammate. Russell has the inside line. He goes for it. And takes P1. But he goes slightly wide. And Leclerc just manages to keep him behind. Is that really how confident Leclerc is feeling? He's willing to start on the hard tyres. Anyways, further back, Gasly's just been overtaken by Sergio Perez. Although he gets that position back. Ocon's going to go for it. Oh, watch out, because Sergio Perez is going to go down the inside. Yes, he is, of Esteban Ocon. Will he get the move done? He's going to have to try hang out around the outside. No. After 3 laps, it looks like it's still a 1-2. Alpine 1-2. Esteban Ocon overtaking George Russell. And now Esteban Ocon's all over Charles Leclerc. He's going to go around the outside now. Oh, he's made the move. I think he's made the move stick. Although Leclerc does the switcheroo. Oh, Leclerc gets his position back. What a battle that was between Leclerc and Esteban Ocon. Russell is going around the outside, easy move. Perez also losing a few positions. Verstappen is now in P4. Never mind, down to P6 for Max Verstappen. P7 actually. Oh, Sergio Perez is going to get mugged by Ricciardo. Yes, he does. Verstappen's there as well. But Charles Leclerc, what a lead he has. Soft tyre runners pitting, although Sergio Perez stays out. And he's going to try and make the move on Max Verstappen. No. It looked like an optimistic one. Whereas the top 6 haven't pitted. Plus Norris. Oh, Sainz. Yeah, he's got Bottas. Look at the gap difference though between Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Massive, honestly, absolutely massive. George Russell though all over Carlos Sainz is going to try and keep him behind, but not for long. George Russell drives past both Alfa Romeos, opting for the hard tyres. I think they'll be trying to two-stop. Will they pit now? Verstappen does. Leclerc's just been saving his tyres. Look. Honestly, he's just dominated the first 2 rounds of the season so far. There's Esteban Ocon though, all over George Russell. Is he going to go down the inside? He goes down the inside. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he does. Great move. Ricciardo also. Leclerc finally pits. But he knows it's practically P1. I think he could one-stop, you know. Leclerc could one-stop. Leclerc's gone out back onto the hards. He could potentially one-stop. Esteban Ocon dives into the pits. Daniel Ricciardo now takes race lead. Leclerc, once he arrives at George Russell, I think he should get the move fairly easy on his teammate. Verstappen though, I think he could get Leclerc. If Leclerc's not careful, although Max Verstappen has used up all of his Rs for this lap. He's gaining. No, instead now Max Verstappen's gaining on him. But Leclerc just manages to fend him off. This really isn't helping him, honestly, this traffic. Because it's such a short circuit, traffic's going to be a major issue. There. Is he going to get him now? I think now, yes he is, down the inside. Finally gets the move done. And whilst that happened, Daniel Ricciardo dived into the pits. Charles Leclerc, all he has to do is keep his tyres in good shape and he's fine. Esteban Ocon though is pitted for a second time. Honestly, if I were Mercedes and Ocon, I would have put on the hard tyres just to, you know, solidify that he's going to the end of the race. However, Charles Leclerc just dominated. He has been in a league of his own. Max Verstappen, I think it's going to be close as well. Ocon and Verstappen, whether they're going to get to the end of the race, I'm not sure. But I guess you could say that with everyone. I think Leclerc, though, he'll get to the end of the race as long as he keeps his tyres in good shape. The tyre wear, though, is fairly low around Kyle Lamy. That's something that's really surprised me, you know. Many of these drivers will probably finish the race one-stopping. I don't remember having a one-stop race. Right now, though, it looks like Daniel Ricciardo could be favourite to win this Grand Prix. Look how quick he is, Daniel Ricciardo. He's already caught up to Ocon. I did not see this coming. Daniel Ricciardo from nowhere has the lead. Daniel Ricciardo has the lead. Wow, where did that come from? He just decided to try. He was nowhere. I did not see that one coming. Wow. And now Esteban Ocon's all over Charles Leclerc. Round the outside. Is he going to get the move done? No, not enough grip on those softs. But wow. Just as I thought Charles Leclerc was going to make it 3 out of 3. The first driver to do that after the first 3 races since Lewis Hamilton back in season 1. But it looks like Daniel Ricciardo could have potentially have said no to that. Russell's now managed to get past Esteban Ocon, and now Charles Leclerc is on his radar. Maybe the 2-stop was the fastest way to go. Charles Leclerc is really going to be kicking himself that he did not think of that. However, it's the final lap, and it looks like Daniel Ricciardo is going to win his first ever Grand Prix. Not only his first ever Grand Prix, but Red Bull's first ever Grand Prix and the first ever South African Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo wins. Wow. Wow. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen, because I did not see that one coming. This weekend, if you had told me that Daniel Ricciardo was going to win, I would not have believed you. Not in a million years, honestly. Wow. Daniel Ricciardo. He now joins the record books. There, it's official for you. Daniel Ricciardo, wow. His teammate Valtteri Bottas P10 himself. P1, what a drive that was, honestly. George Russell beating his teammate for the first time this year. Esteban Ocon just missing out on the podium with Sergio Perez finishing the top 5. Max Verstappen, you just feel like he's not gotten used to the car 100% yet, but I can feel it, it's going to happen soon. Alex Albon P7 beating his teammate Lando Norris for the first time in a while. Carlos Sainz P8, Gasly in P9 and Bottas finishing off the top 10. Lando Norris though, that's a really poor result for him in P11. Nico Hülkenberg P12, Mick Schumacher P13, Antonio Giovinazzi P14, Kevin Magnussen P15, Callum Ilott P16, Nikita Mazepin P17, Lance Stroll P18, Oscar Piastri P19 and Yuki Tsunoda being the one to score no points this time. There it is. The gap between Leclerc and Russell closes. It does close. However, now look who's third in the championship, Daniel Ricciardo. Wow, what a win. What a win. Carlos Sainz fourth, Verstappen following him. Ocon in front of Gasly as well. Wow, many things are changing. Many things are changing. And Mazepin and Tsunoda both battling at the back as well. Constructors wise, some things never change. And Alpine still have the massive lead over Alfa Romeo. Red Bull now 11 points ahead of Mercedes. McLaren's beginning to drop slightly, behind third place. They really need a podium or a really good result sooner rather than later. 20 points behind third this early. You want to be that far back. Williams, yeah, I feel like they're going to be in a league of their own this year. At least points wise, on paper. Maybe not on the track, but on paper. Ferrari P7, Force India, wow, they've gone from being season 1, having a season 1 driver or champion in Max Verstappen to now P8 in the Constructors, wow. Haas and season 1 Constructors winners, AlphaTauri last. Now we've done South Africa, now we go to the most glamorous location on the Unlimited Racing 2D calendar, and that's Monaco. After that we go to Silverstone, Austria, Germany, and then we have a little break, but we come back in Belgium for the second part of the season. And then after that, Netherlands, followed by France, then Italy, Japan, Malaysia, Australia, and then we finish up in Brazil. Thank you for being with me. Can't wait to see you next time in Monaco. Thank you and goodbye.